Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to yet another series. And today we are going to talk about yoga, which is highly recommended for all of us. And today I have with me Mrs. Chavi Mehti, all the way from Noida. Hi, namaste, ma'am. How are you?
Good. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you for
ma'am.
inviting me over.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's my privilege that you gave me the chance to have a communication. And Chavi ma'am is a pre and post natal trainer. She's a SSY certified yoga trainer too. So, ma'am, today we are going to talk about yoga and how it impacted your life. So, I just wanted to know that when did you discover first that, yeah, you are interested in yoga and how it impacted your life?
So when did I discover first? Okay. So I remember I will take a little more time probably in answering this question. So I got pregnant with my kids and I had become a little fat. I mean, not like fat, but yeah, like I had put on some weight. And then I was like, what to do? Then, this Ramdev Babaji's program used to come on TV. So I didn't know what's the concept of yoga mat. I didn't know what yoga is actually. But people were started talking about him. There's this guy who comes on TV and he's very good and all that. Okay, so I also was so intrigued and so interested. So I thought, okay, let me also uh, try this out. I'm not able to reduce my weight. Dieting bhi kar liya, sab kuch kar liya. So might as well try and see if I'm able to do that program. So I didn't know if it was a free and what channel does it come. So it used to be there was only one TV in our house that time, and I used to go there in my mother-in-law's room, and I used to just lie down on her bed and would start doing on the bed itself. And then I realized just by doing few things, my weight actually got reduced to 3 kgs. And I was like so grateful. I was like, really, I mean, this can happen because of yoga. I was doing the same thing earlier, but nothing changed. But it was just because of that Ramdev Babaji's program. So that was the moment I realized that yes, I mean, I can do yoga and I should do more yoga.
Wow, it's such an like blissful thing. Ma'am, the
Yeah.
moment we think of yoga, like if I talk about in general, we enter the path or we enter that transformation. But after a few days or few months, we are distracted. So how to deal with distraction and stay very consistent with this path?
So I always talk about 3 Ds of my life, at least. So, and the 3 Ds, they are almost similar to each other, but one cannot exist without the other. So, if I may, those 3 Ds of my life are: first, you have to be determined to do your practice. It cannot happen आज किया कल नहीं किया 15 दिन करा ब्रेक ले लेते हैं अब सो दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. मेरे डिटर्मिनेशन बहुत 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 ज़रूरी है लाइफ में. अगर मैं कोई भी यू टेक एवरी एक्शन ऑफ योर लाइफ, एवरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ, unless you are determined to do things, you will not be able to do anything, right? Second is dedication. सो डेडिकेशन भी चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर मैं डिटर्मिन्ड हूँ कि मुझे करना है, पर मैं डेडिकेटेडली कर ही नहीं रही हूँ कोई काम, तो मैं कर ही नहीं पाऊंगी कभी भी. सो आई हैव टू बी डेडिकेटेड टू व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, लाइक फुली इन्वॉल्व इन दैट प्रैक्टिस. इफ आई एम नॉट, सो मैं चौथा डी हमें तंग करेगा, विच वॉज डिस्ट्रैक्शन एज पर यू, राइट? Then the third D, which I always tell to people, tell my clients, my students, discipline. It is the third and the most important D. So सब कुछ determination, dedication आ जाएगा, but discipline in your life is very very important, and discipline for good things. Not कि मुझे आज कोक पीना है, आज समोसे खाना जाना है, ये करना है. Not like that. Determined to do some good deeds in your life, right? So these 4 Ds, these 3 Ds are the Ds which I feel is very, very important. And this will help you keep keep away from your fourth D, which was distraction.
Very right. I loved all the D's and especially the distraction wala D. How did you explain with delegation and all?
Thank you.
Ma'am, I just want to know, like, I don't know whether it's a myth or a fact that people say that yoga is a connection with spiritual soul. So, is it
Yeah.
true that how can yoga help to be spiritual within ourselves?
So, yoga has a lot of aspects. It's, some people may, for some elderly, it may just seem to be that they are some doing some breathing, and that's how they are doing your yoga. People who are young, middle aged, they may say yoga is boring because it's just all about pranayam and breathing or meditation. But yoga is encompasses everything. So it encompasses your breath work, it encompasses asanas, it encompasses meditation into your practice. Now, how does pranayam works in our body? So pranayam has a direct connection with our mind. How? Because my breath is directly linked with my body, and my mind is like a connection which upholds the two. अगर मेरा mind आज अच्छा है तो या if I'm sad today, my breath will be wavering today, right? It will not function well. We will know. हम नहीं होता है जैसे सांस फूल जाती है जब हम थक जाते हैं तो सांस फूल जाती है जब हम दुखी होते हैं तो we have heavy breath in our hearts. So what does pranayam do? It helps you control your um, breathing, what you do every day. So you generally become very balanced and very calm and composed when you practice. So the condition is that you have to practice it daily. It cannot happen कि आज मैंने प्राणायाम किया तो अब मैं जिंदगी भर दुखी नहीं हो सकता. That is, so I've already cleared out, right? Determination, dedication, and discipline is important. But that consistent practice of pranayam, you would be surprised to uh, believe that it just happens so subtly inside of us that our subconscious mind and we start behaving in a very calm fashion. There is, even if there is a stress in our life, it just, there is, and you know how to deal with it. It happens on its own. Similarly, asanas. Now when we are practicing asan, so asan में क्या होता है कि हम प्रैक्टिस करें तो हर आसन, चाहे वो इन्वर्जन हो, इन्वर्टेड पोजेस, फॉरवर्ड बेंड्स हैं, या आपका बैक बेंड्स हैं. सो व्हाट डू दीज डू? सो फॉरवर्ड बेंड्स हैज अ डायरेक्ट, आप कहीं पे भी बेंड करते हो जब हम अपने एल्डर्स के पैर छूते हैं. So we're seeking for blessings, right? So we are being grateful to them. We are being grateful. किसके आगे हम झुकते हैं? जिनको हम thank you बोलना पसंद करते हैं, जिनको हम respect देते हैं, इज्जत देते हैं. So definitely to respect other things around you, other people around you, that happens and comes on in our subconscious mind, settles there, and it becomes a part of a system. Similarly, inverted poses. जब हम so it stimulates our nervous systems. Up, so one of my favorite pose is doing a headstand. Even if I am feeling lazy that day, नहीं आज मुझे exercise, मुझे खुद को कभी लगता है, I mean, of course, I'm also a human being. So I don't want to do any exercise today, I'm tired. That day I start with a headstand. It just stimulates my nervous system. I feel so happy about it and elated. Then I can do anything and everything. You know, so it's all about how that practice and feeling that difference in your life. Similarly, back bends. So when you're back bending, you're like, पता नहीं हम कहाँ गिर जाएंगे, क्या करेंगे. So how does that help you? It directly has an impact on your anxiety and stress levels. वो क्यों होता है? Because we don't know, we have a fear of the unknown. तो जब हम बैक बेंड कर रहे हैं, कहाँ गिरेंगे, कहाँ हाथ जाएगा, कहाँ सर जाएगा, दैट फियर ऑटोमेटिकली गेट्स वेव्ड ऑफ. दिखता ही नहीं है, वो एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता है. So that is how all these spiritual elements जो हमें चाहिए होता है to live a life, a fruitful life, a meaningful purposeful life, वो सारा हमारा because of this खत्म हो जाता है. And then meditation, yes, I think I don't need to talk about meditation. It works on all the levels. Asanas also bring, they releases the tension in your muscle tension, जो हमारे जो जहाँ पे हम कहते हैं कि हमें नॉट्स पड़ गए, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द स्ट्रेस लेवल्स. सो जब हम नॉट्स को अपने हम एक्सरसाइज करते हैं तो वो नॉट्स रिलीज होते हैं, कॉर्टिसोल बढ़ता है हमारे शरीर में. सो दैट हेल्प्स अस टू स्टे हैप्पी and to be more spiritual and
Yeah,
may
it's
stay more positive, of course.
definitely yes, ma'am. Like I am quite afraid of doing yoga and everything, but still I enjoyed your yoga posture which I have seen.
Okay,
Ma'am,
thank you.
I just wanted to know one thing, like as you are pre and postnatal yoga trainer, so I myself have heard from some of the gynecologists in Kolkata that it is not safe for a pregnant woman, whether it's first same or second same, to do yoga. Any posture. I'm not talking about the high level posture, but any small posture. So how far is it true that pregnant women shouldn't do yoga postures, like a normal yoga also, like that butterfly one, which I'm quite comfortable with?
A pregnant lady should and must do yoga. It's very important for her. So the only caution I would say, if the doctor has allowed you to work around the house, there you have not been given a bed rest, then of course you can do yoga. Unless there is some uh, issue, medical issue that you cannot move around, then yes, we also as yoga teachers do not recommend to do yoga, right? So now my uh, only concern is, like, for the first 3 months when the baby is settling in and the baby is still being formed, so that is the only time, first period, first trimester, we avoid yoga at all the cost. But on the other uh, times, like, you can do yoga as much as you want to. So there is no this thing, but yes, with modifications. So I will not do any yoga posture on my stomach because I have a baby inside me and I don't want it to be bumping into the floor or into my yoga mat, right? So I will not do that, my yoga posture on my stomach. Similarly, I may not do, if I'm a beginner to yoga, I will not do any balancing pose because that I might just fall and I don't want to hurt my baby. So depending upon, if I'm a practitioner, because I've seen a lot of people doing a headstand in their pregnancy, that's okay, there's no harm in it. But only if you're already a practitioner and maybe you have somebody around you who could probably see, yes, hope you don't fall. But otherwise, yoga is must because it helps you open your pelvic floor muscles. It will help you get to your normal natural delivery. So yes, that's very, very doable.
Okay, I got a clarity on this. Ma'am, I would like to ask like very simple poses which people can do when they are walking from home or even for a break for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So, what are some of the very simple poses? Because I only know butterfly and I'm very comfortable in doing that whenever I'm sitting. So, is there any such simple pose like butterfly pose you can recommend?
So there are many poses that can be done. Sorry, that can be done on daily basis. So I will divide it into two parts. So workplace and home, right? If you're doing every day, I would suggest at home. So do Surya Namaskars. If that they are literally a set of 12 simple poses, and if you can do it and increase the number of time that you are doing your Surya Namaskars, then, and that's more than enough. If you are not a very keen learner कि मुझे पूरा स्प्लिट सीखना है, पूरा फ्रंट स्प्लिट सीखना है, पूरा मुझे बैक बेंड करना है, and that's more than enough. It will take care of almost all your complete body. Now when you're in your office, so it's very important to do because your office is sitting on the front of the laptop. So it's important to, look after your neck, look after your shoulders. So it's important to do some exercises like neck exercises and shoulder rotations and shoulder exercises. Also, it's very important to do, when you're sitting for longer duration of hours, you can just simply stand up, walk around. If you even if you can't do that, you can start tapping your foot up and down. It will just help you with good blood circulation all around, and there'll be no um, stiffness in your body. That is what we don't want, right? We don't want any stiffness because पैर लोगों के पैर सो जाते हैं, they are not used to exercising, so पैर हमारे pins and needles का शिकायत बहुत होता है. So we don't want all that to happen. So moving your legs, stretching your legs up and down. And अंडर द टेबल कौन देख रहा है? वैसे भी कोई नहीं देखता है अंडर द टेबल. तो फिर अंडर द टेबल हम कुछ भी ये सब कर सकते हैं. Then as per your space you can twist. You can do some small chair yoga poses like cat cow pose and bending forward. All those things will help you get away from your stiffness.
Okay, and my very last question, like I was looking in your LinkedIn profile and Facebook and Instagram, obviously. So, art of living, like we all know, it's of the most powerful transformation for both inner and outer self. So, if people from Kolkata wants to join the art of living, because I remember the moment I gave the poster, three of my friends were like, Shraddhanjali, I am going to get married in this year, next year. I need to do this. I am too stressed. Both of all of three person are only going to get it was an arranged marriage. So, is there any sort of center in Kolkata that they can, or even I can also get associated with? Because I know at the end of the day, I feel like I need to calm myself. So, is there any sort of center?
There's a website, www.artofliving.org. Simply go there, sign up for a program. You can see there are many programs that are coming up, which is entry level program is the happiness program. So just sign up for that and they will reach out to you on their own. There will be many programs happening in and around Kolkata. You can see as per your region, and then you can figure out where do you want to enroll yourself into. So
Okay, okay.
it's very simple. It's actually very simple.
Okay, I would be giving the link also. So thank you so much, ma'am, for talking about your life and your how did yoga came in your life, and right now you are doing so many poses which I can't even think of doing, especially
It's
the
all
head
about
stand and all this thing.
it's all about consistency, consistency,
Mhm.
consistency. Practice, practice, practice. Doing it every day. That's it. That's the only way out. So कहते हैं
Yes,
ना अच्छे कर्म करने चाहिए every day. So this is one of the अच्छा कर्म that you can do.
yes, like to have a very peaceful set of mind, also yoga is highly recommended. Like we as a therapist, also we see our client, but at the back of my head, I think that मेरे से नहीं होगा. I know. Firstly, I enter everything. Then after.
It's only because people think yoga is all about bending your leg, taking it behind your knee, neck,
Mhm.
and stuff like that. No, 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 no. So it depends on okay, what's my goal? I mean, I have to practice yoga for my own well-being, right? Now I want to learn all this, so I am learning. Maybe you don't want to, so it's okay. You can have your own goals, but practicing yoga, as I mentioned earlier, it's about doing all these things together, which will help you stay positive literally at all the times. And even if you're deviating, you will कहते हैं ना हम वापस से अपने ट्रैक पे आ जाते हैं. कोई हमको योगा करके हमको रियलाइज होता है नहीं. I would i mean if you may allow, I would give you an example. So I'm generally a very happy go lucky person. Okay, so अच्छा पॉजिटिव वाइब रखना है, सब कुछ है, स्ट्रेस है भी या कोई घर का कुछ काम है या कुछ घर में कोई प्रॉब्लम आ गया, विच इज ओके, हर घर में आता है, वी विल डील विद इट, राइट? बट नाउ वन डे my very close friend, she died of a heart attack. I mean, I am doing yoga every day. Despite of that, I got into depression. I was for almost 1.5. So depression, not in the terms of crying every day and taking sleeping pills or stuff like that, but in terms of, like, I was like very distressed. Okay, I will die. When will I die? How will I die? All those questions kept coming in me. मेरा क्या होगा, मेरे बच्चों का क्या होगा, what will, and then of course then you kept reading good books, you keep doing yoga more and more. I was like, no, I have to stay calm, I have to stay composed, I have to get out of it, because I had that goal in me. I had that, I wanted to just get out of it. No, I cannot live my life like that forever. I mean, of course, we all will. We are not here permanently. We are not immortal beings. We are mortal beings, very much there to come for certain years, and we will go one day. We all know that. Then why am I getting scared? Why? What is it that is not making me feel nice? Then I jumped in more. I will start chanting more. I will do meditation more. I will do my yoga more. Like kuch na kuch karke. I just came out of it. So it's only because of yoga that helped me. Even despite of being a yoga teacher, we still have challenges, and we know. But only if you are aware of the the knowledge which is around you, you can bring it into your practice, and then, okay, yeah, I need to be doing this to get out of it.
Very true. Actually, we keep on hearing that you are a consultant with this. Like, as you roughly mentioned, that you are also a yoga teacher, but still you feel that when will I going to be dying? We keep on hearing that, oh, you are a teacher, you are a therapist, so that you can't have depression, you can't have anxiety. I liked the last line, honestly, that yeah, you went into depression, but you know your goal, you knew your surrounding and your aura, everything. Because people generally think that, okay, you are a yoga teacher or you are a therapist or a counselor, that means you are picture perfect. So,
No, it's not. Yeah, we
yes,
all have our
yes,
challenges. That's what I was like. Because I have a challenge, I should know how to deal with it, and for that can only happen when you're into good practices, when you're into good things in your life. You read good books, you join good workshop sessions which are positive, which are, uh, so you are a therapist yourself. I mean, believe me, I even spoke to one of the psychologists one time. I like, what do I do? I don't know. So this is what happens, and we all have our own challenges. So best is to deal with them with awareness, and that is what will make a difference in your life.
definitely. Yes, we all go to the therapist, but the only is, please don't tell that you are visiting a therapist or a counselor for taking sessions, because people will think, ah, you are getting mad or something. So thank you
There's
so much,
absolutely, I
ma'am.
feel no harm in visiting a
I just
therapist.
loved it. Like I have been doing sessions like with guests since 2018 and 19. Believe me, I can't tell how much I'm literally privileged that you talked about it. That at the end you talked about the three in the initial stage about the 3Ds which entered into distraction. Then your life story, how you went into depression. Again, you knew yoga and you came back. So I just loved it. You won't believe I'm getting goosebumps. But still, I loved it. As I said yesterday, that yeah, I would be waiting for this session. So thank you so much, ma'am. I won't be able to express how I am feeling, like literally motivated, because whenever I sit in the chair, I'm like, okay, I start doing yoga. But definitely, I would be like entering, but not as you, but thoda thoda the simple poses which you said about
Hope to
nature.
see you on yoga mat.
Yes. Thank you again so much, ma'am. I'll definitely, whenever I'm in Noida, I would love to visit. Not to forget your garden, which I saw. It's
Oh,
like,
thank you.
wow. Your garden and the handmade pieces, which you said, the lighting ones, I could recall that, yeah, like being a yoga teacher, then walking for your house and a gardener, it's something which people won't believe. So thank you so much, ma'am, for having like coming with me and talking about your life experiences, about your therapies, your yoga. Thank you so much, ma'am, from the bottom of my heart.
Thank
And
you
I
so
wish
much.
I could meet you one day in Noida. Definitely, I'm going to call you up then. So thank you
Right.
everyone for having for bearing me. And I am going to give the LinkedIn number, like LinkedIn details of Chhavi Ma'am and the Art of Living Wala website. So those who said me that yeah, Shraddhanjali, we want to do Art of Living. So yeah, you all can go ahead and register. So thank you everyone. Thank you so much. I'll see you all off in the next session. So thank you everyone. Stay good.
Thank you. Thank you.